who need not be always physically overseas. As we know, the industry is physically here, but the business is outside. So the technology provides you to be in anywhere you like, and then to communicate and carry out your tasks even from remote places. So the opportunities are very high. If I give some indication from our students at Colombo, when they graduated from the recent batch, their average salary, starting salary as the first job, the average was between like 50,000 range, and there were a few, about 7 of the students was offered 400,000 as the first salary. So that means if your potential is identified, there are people who wish to pay you those levels as starting, because most of them earn in dollars from Sri Lankan point of view. So for them, converting and paying those salaries is not that big deal. So to go to that level, it's important to some other target this degree. So the BIT degree is one way of achieving that, and the University of Colombo recognized this OpenArc diploma as a form of entering the BIT program for those who don't have A-levels, and for those having, this will be a definite added advantage when you sit the exams, because you already have some of the skills what we expect at the start of the program. So I wish all of you all the very best in achieving your objectives, and to wish you all the best to do well in the future. Thank you.
Now I have the honor and I am pleased to invite Mr. Niranjan De Silva, Chief Executive Officer of Metropolitan Computers, to deliver convocation address.
Chief guest Professor Gihan Vikramnayaka, members of the head table, members of the faculty, parents, and most importantly the students who are graduating this afternoon with a diploma. I'll take my 10 minutes from where Professor Gihan Vikramnayaka stopped. He said, achieve your objectives. I hope you will achieve your objectives. My question is, are you all clear what your objectives are? Where do you want to go? In my opinion, this is the biggest problem that I find we face with the young people. They are really not that focused on where they want to go and how to get there. So I would like to ask everyone by a simple question. Have you got a dream for yourself? Have you got a dream for yourself? That means 10 years from now, 15 years from now, this is where I want to be. I ask this question from many audiences that I address, and I get very few responses. It's very seldom that a hand goes up, yes, I have a dream for myself. Some hands might go up very slowly, and then I ask, did you dream about your future now? Because either you have a dream or you don't have a dream. But I think this is very important. Key to your career progress is you should know where you want to go. Make it very clear now. Have your vision, mission, your personal vision, mission very clear. And do not sacrifice anything. Make sure that you achieve your vision and mission. All the organizations have on the wall, vision, mission, goals, objectives. And they say the organization fails if the organization does not have a vision and a mission. And in my opinion, If an organization fails because there is no vision and mission, definitely an individual also fails because you don't have a personal vision and mission. So if you are not very clear where you want to be, I suggest you go to sleep very early today. Think about where I want to be 10, 15 years from now, have a nice dream and place it. This is where I want to go, and do not compromise on that way forward. This morning I was interviewing a person, brilliant person, first class honors degree, he has done banking, insurance, chartered cost and management, everything, and then I asked, hey, you've got all the qualifications, now what do you want to do? I'm not sure. Then my question is, hey man, if you are not sure where you want to go, how can I decide your future? Cannot. But sometimes we come with people who are very clear. Yes, my plan is within the next 3 months, within the next 3 years, I have to be a general manager of the organization. And this is what my personal plan is. And then they see whether what the organization has can match with your personal requirements. That's the type of person who grows up very fast in your career. On Sunday, I met a friend of mine. And he told me that he has just lost about 10 SAP implementation staff that he had. 10 of his SAP is an ERP system. The IT people must be aware of SAP. He has lost about 10 of the SAP implementation team because most of them have gone overseas. And I understand that if you are a SAP business analyst, you can get an Australian visa, 48 hours. Within 48 hours, an Australian visa can be obtained to go and work in Australia. So I was asking the SAP country manager, if there is such a big requirement for SAP people, why don't we start a SAP factory here? Yeah? Start a SAP factory. I mean, if there's such a big, huge demand, produce 100, 200 SAP people, send them to Australia, $25,000, $30,000. And imagine the amount of foreign exchange that we can earn in this country. So he was telling me, it is not the SAP that is a problem. SAP technology can be learned. But to be a SAP business analyst, in-depth business knowledge is required. In-depth business knowledge. So sometimes the business knowledge is more important than the technical IT part. So that way I think the diploma holders from OpenArc, they have a distinct advantage in the fact that they are already working and they know what the industry is all about. But finally, the technical knowledge is important, but business knowledge is even more important. And I'm very happy you have some Japanese collaboration. I'm a firm believer of some of Japanese concepts like Kaizen and 5S. I always preach about 5S and Kaizen whenever I speak to an audience. I think Kaizen is a simple but a very powerful tool on how to develop yourself. Because Kaizen says, small improvements every day. Make a small improvement in yourself every day. That means you get up in the morning, before you go to sleep in the night, you ask yourself, have I improved a little bit from yesterday? And then imagine, every day if there can be a small improvement over a long period of time, it is a huge improvement. Somehow the Sri Lankan mentality is we do not believe in small things. We are a small country, but we always want to do very, very big things. And then it's so big, we look at it and wait because, hey man, it's so big, cannot do it. So I think Japanese people, what they're saying is, you take the small thing, even a big thing, break it up into small parts. And then over a period of time, it becomes a big achievement. I was also reading another management book where it said, if you can read for 1 hour about your particular technical field every day, if you can read 1 hour about your particular field every day, it is equivalent to earning a bachelor's degree every 7 years. So you don't have to really go and do a degree. What they say is if you can read 1 hour a day, some relevant material, it is equivalent to getting a bachelor's degree every 7 years. Similar to what the Kaizen principle says. So ask yourself, continuous improvement, how do I improve myself continuously. And that is the type of person we need in organization, where there is improvement in the person. When there is improvement in the person, there is improvement in the team. And when there is improvement in the team, there is improvement in the department and the company. And if we can improve everybody's performance every day a little bit, imagine where Sri Lanka can go. Improving our productivity. Crucial area. Improving the productivity. Because research, some statistics by the Productivity Institute shows that Sri Lanka has one of the lowest productivity ratios in entire Asia. We have the lowest productivity in entire Asia. This is a big problem. So productivity is output divided by input. We must all ask ourselves, how do we improve our productivity? If I'm writing one program, I write two programs. If I'm giving one solution, I give two solutions, three solutions. Keep on improving. Because unless we improve our productivity ratio, there's a danger for the country. Because the government, on the other hand, is looking at an agreement called SEPA. I don't know whether you are aware, there's an agreement called SEPA lying somewhere in the government. And if the SEPA agreement goes through, I understand that people from India can come and work here, and we can go and work in India. So people from India can come and work here, and we can go to India and maybe go to Bangalore or Hyderabad and not work for rupee salaries but work for dollar salaries. So it will work both ways. But we have 20 million population here and we have 1.9 billion there. You can imagine which way the flow is going to happen. But India, I understand, is pushing very hard for the SEPA agreement. And I understand that one or two IT institutes have already hired Indian lecturers to teach, because they have found that the productivity of the Indian lecturer was better than the productivity of the Sri Lankan lecturer. Output versus cost. So currently your competition might be only Sri Lankans, but who knows, in an area like IT where the entire world is involved, and as your chairman said and as Professor Gihan said, at a touch of a button, you are in touch with the entire world. Because with ICT we are now connected, so your opportunities are not only Sri Lanka, your opportunity is the entire world. Similarly, your competition also can be the entire world. So you have to be the best. In whatever the particular field you are doing, you have to be the best. Now, how do you become the best in whatever the particular field that you're going to be in? How? In my opinion, it is the passion. Passion makes the difference. I've been working for the last 32 years now in the same company, and I've seen some people go up the career path very fast, some people go up slowly, some people don't go up at all. They are stagnant. Some people go up very fast. Then if you really analyze those people who really skyrocketed their career growth, the only thing that they had that was different within themselves was a severe passion. Passion for the job. Passion for the job. And passion for the job is when you get up in the morning, you can't wait to get to work. Are you like that? When you get up in the morning, you are so keen, so eager to get to work. That is passion. But if you get up with certain level of passion, I know some people say, hey man, my passion is only on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Because those 2 days I'm full of passion because I don't have to go to work. That type of passion, unfortunately, might take you up maybe up a wrong ladder, but definitely not up the career ladder. If you are to go up the career ladder, you have to have the passion for the job that you are doing. And if you don't have the passion, please find a job where you can have the passion. And passion can be easily judged. In my opinion, when you get up Monday morning, especially Monday morning, after a weekend, are you so enthusiastic, energetic to go to work, to get to work? But if you get up in the morning and say, Monday morning, and you are that type of person who's looking forward to Friday evening and Saturday morning, you are in the wrong job. 2 things that you should not do if you do not have the passion. I think first one is selecting your profession. Second one, finding your partner. Both those, if you don't have passion, you are in big trouble. So if you don't have passion to get to work, find a job that will create where your passion is. If you don't have a passion for your partner, don't find a partner, because that's going to be worse. Be surprised, I got interview guidelines from a Swedish company that's hoping to start operations in this country. I'm not allowed to mention the name. They are looking for some senior management team, technical management team, and they have sent us the interview guidelines. If you have a first class honors degree in engineering, and they have listed the universities, and MBA, Master in Business Administration, again the universities are listed. Guess how much the interview panel can give the candidate. If you have a first class honors degree and an MBA, how much do you think the interview panel can give you? Can you guess? 20%. 20%. So if you have a first class honors degree and an MBA, we can give you 20%. The balance 80% was all to do with soft skills. How is your team working? Can you motivate others? How is your leadership skill? And then if you analyze, all those skills are linked to communication. And that's why I would say that communication skills are key and should be developed. And that, with that, you can stand out. So I think that's what I want to say. To summarize, please have a dream for yourself. Have a vision, mission, goals, objectives. This is where I want to go. You can compromise on what you do, but never compromise on where you want to get there. And somehow try to get there. Because they say, destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Destiny, sometimes what do people say? When everything fails, they say, what to do? Destiny. And in this country, there's a fantastic term they use. What to do? Karume. Karume. No karume. No plan for yourself, in my opinion. That's not karume. Right? So destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. And it is not something to be waited for. It is something that you have to go and achieve. I wish you all the very best.